What's up, guys? Back with another video. In this one, I'm gonna show you how I drive for dollars without using expensive apps or software. So we're standing in front of a deal that I recently just got a couple weeks ago. I just happened to be driving one day and I noticed the high grass. I'm gonna walk you step by step how I got the deal, how I reached out to the seller, and how I was able to get it under contract within a week. First, let's talk about what driving for dollars is. Basically, what driving for dollars is, as a real estate investor, you're driving around in your car looking for distressed properties to reach out to the seller to see if they're interested in selling. The concept is basic, it's easy, it's simple, and the key thing, it's free. This lead cost me $0, no money out of my pocket. I know a lot of y'all are new to the game, or you're in wholesaling and you're trying to wholesale, you don't have a ton of money to invest and grow your business. Driving for dollars is one of the best ways to get a deal. All right, so I'm gonna talk about this deal right here behind me, how I was able to lock it up with none of my money. Very expensive, easy deal. But don't get it twisted, this game is not easy, it's still tough. Basically what I did, I just happened to be driving one day. Right now you can see the grass is cut, but when I rolled by, the grass was very high. That caught my eye. So what I did was I pulled over to the side of the road. All I did was type the address into the property appraiser website on my phone. I screenshotted that information. I got back to the office. I pulled the seller's name up. I reached out to the seller with a skip tracing technology, and I was able to talk to the seller. I did my cold calling script, and she was interested in selling. That was it, okay? It's not rocket science. Pretty simple, basic method, all right? You're looking for distressed properties. Now, we're gonna ride around and I'm gonna show you step by step and what signs to look for in distressed properties. There's tons of signs that will give you the indication that, hey, this might be a distressed seller, okay? So we're gonna jump in the whip and we're gonna ride around and I'm gonna show you what to look for when you're looking for distressed properties. All right, so a couple things. First, shout out to Deal Machine. I do use it when I'm driving for dollars. It is a useful app. Now, it does cost money. A lot of newbies, y'all in my inbox asking me, how can I get a deal? You know, using this is good and it's useful and it's easy, you know, to get your pipeline built up. I'm going to show you how to get deals without using it. Now, I'm not saying I'm against Deal Machine, all right? I don't want y'all blasting me in the comments, okay? But this is a very useful app. It organizes everything. It has a CRM in it, everything, you know. But I'm going to show you something, right? A lot of y'all are depending on these software's data. Now, every time it's not exact and it's not accurate. This is what you call the Clerk of Courts, the property appraiser website. This is how I verify everything. I just don't rely on PropStream or any other of these services. Their data is not 100% accurate. You want to get out of that habit of just relying on those systems, all right? You want to verify it thoroughly through the actual county website. So, all right, so what I did was, all I did was type in the address here. So what I would do if I were you guys, I have this saved on my phone, all right? So I typed in the address and I was able to pull up the seller's name. From there, I took the seller's name and I put it in my skip trace software and I was able to call them. Now, the skip tracing is the only money what you're gonna need out your pocket. There's tons of skip tracing softwares and websites out there. Just do your research and find some good ones. I use multiple ones. I just don't rely on one skip tracing website. I have multiple websites that I use to reach out to a seller, because sometimes it does not bring up the seller's info all the time, all right? So now we're going to ride around and look for signs of distressed properties. How do I find my county's Clerk of Courts or property appraiser website? Very simple. All you got to do is go to Google. Type in your county or city name and type in, so for instance, I'm in West Palm. So I'll go to Google and I'll type in West Palm Beach property appraiser. It takes me directly to the website, and from there you're able to type in the information, property address or by seller name. There's a house right there. As you can see, it's boarded up and there's high grass. Okay, you can see it's boarded up. Grass hasn't been cut in a while. There's a notice from the city. They're probably getting fined, but instantly I would reach out to this seller and see if they're interested in selling. Okay, so there's multiple ways to know if a house is in disrepair. I'm gonna just give y'all some quick tips. A few things I look for, obviously, is you want to see if you see trash outside the house. If you see a lot of trash, if you notice furniture sitting on the side of the road, that obviously means probably a tenant just moved out. Okay, if you see a blue tarp on the roof, okay, there's another sign. One that I like that people probably don't know about is when you see multiple cars in the yard. That's a sign of distress also. Okay, so you got garbage, obvious if the house is just falling apart, the roof's falling apart. You know, if the house looks vacant, you know, there's all signs of a distressed seller. Okay, so let's see if we can roll up on another house. All right, so here we go. Right here, we got a house with a blue tarp on it. It's obvious disrepair. Now, the seller could be going through financial distress. They could be beefing with the insurance company, but that's an obvious sign of distress right there. Blue tarps on the roof. Okay. All right, here we go. So here's another one, a great example. It's personification of a distressed home. You can see the house is boarded up. The roof is all jacked up. No sign of anybody living here. This is the obvious. This is a free lead, people. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got to get in this game and hustle and put in the work. Just don't think it's going to happen overnight. You know what I mean? But this is how you find free leads right here, driving for dollars. All right? All right, so that's it for this video. I want to thank y'all for all the support. Any questions, just drop down in the comment section. I'd love to answer all your questions. Any questions you got, you need help with deals, I'm busy. You know, it's kind of hard. I do get y'all DMs, but if you DM me on IG, that's the best way to reach me. Just give me time if I don't answer. But like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the support. I'm out.